So in this video, I'm going to show you how to find the areas under the normal curve using these modified steps in determining the areas. The first one is you draw a normal curve and locate the given z value or values at the baseline. Second, draw a vertical line through these values and shade the required region. Third one is consult the z table or the table of area under the standard normal curve. Ito yon. So, may mga copy kayo niyan. Sinend ko sa ating GC. So, makikita nyo dyan yung mga values that corresponds to the given z value. For example, z equals 1.25. So, hahanapin nyo lang yung 1.2 on the left side, yung sa first column. So, ito yung 1.2. And then 5, 1.25. So, 0.05, nandito siya. Then, their intersection. Andito sa 0.3944. So, i-highlight natin para makita nyo. So, 0.3944. Okay? So, ganun lang kasimple ang paggamit ng table. The next step is you examine the graph and use probability notation to form an equation. Use the appropriate operation. It can be subtraction, it can be addition. And then these are the notations. We read this as the probability of z is greater than a but less than b. So, meaning this notation is for between two values. But if we are talking about finding the area above or to the right, we're going to use the greater than z symbol. So that's the probability of z is greater than b. And then for the less than symbol, we're going to use the probability of z is less than a if it is less than to the left or below. Take note, those a and b here refers to the z values. And then, don't forget to label the shaded region and write a conclusion. So, let's discuss the first example in your learner activity sheet, which is find the area that corresponds below z equals negative 1.35. So, ang unang gagawin natin on the first step is you have to draw a normal curve. So, drawing nyo yung normal curve. So, again, habang nagdo-drawing, let's recall what is a standard normal curve. It is a bell shape. Mukha bang bell? Okay, so bell shape. Ayusin natin yung drawing. So, dapat bell shape. Okay, mukhang bell. Dapat mukha siyang bell. Okay. So, it should be bell shape. Symmetrical, pag sinabing symmetrical, kapag nag-drawing tayo ng line sa gitna, it divides the graph into two equal parts. And therefore, the tails are asymptotic to the baseline. So, pag sinabing asymptotic, itong dulo na to, hindi siya dumidikit dyan. Okay? So, that's it. So, nakapag-drawing ka na, take note, andito yung 0. Okay? After that, we locate the negative 1.35. So, kung negative 1 ay nandito, so let's say negative 1.35 is around this part. Okay? So, na-locate mo na yung z values na negative 1.35. Okay? If you want to complete the baseline, the values there, negative 2, okay lang naman po, negative 3. Then we have positive 1, positive 2, positive 3. Okay? So, after that, na-locate natin ang z values, we draw a vertical line. Okay? Draw a vertical line and then shade the required region. So, pag sinabing shade the required region, ano bang sabi dun sa ating first example? Find the area that corresponds to the value of z which is below. Okay? below negative 1.35. So, pag below siya, nasa left side. Ito yung mas mababang mga values. Okay, so, ayan, shade lang ninyo yan. Okay, shade, shade, shade. So, na-shade. After that, so ito na yung hinahanap natin. The area below z equals negative 1.35. Okay, the area below z equals negative 1.35. Okay, we use now the table. So, negative 1.35, napansin nyo walang negative sa table of areas under the normal curve. Babalikan ko lang, di ba, pag sinabing standard normal curve, symmetrical. Kung ano yung dito sa left side, ganun din sa kabilang side, sa right side niya. So, kung 0 to 1.35, the same lang siya ng area from 0 to negative 1.35. So, hanapin na natin ang value. So, 1.3 and then 0.05. Okay, 0.05. 1.3 and 0.05. Okay, so dito yan, 1.3 at saka 0.05. So, kunin natin yung intersection. Diba? Papunta siya dito. Diba? Pag kinulayan natin yan dyan. Wait lang. Yan. Up to this one. Ay, yan, pababa. So, andito yung 0.05. Ang intersection niya nandito. So, the value will be 0.4115. So, 0.4115. So, kukunin na natin. So, ibig sabihin nun, anong ibig sabihin? The area from 0, from this to this, yan ang area dyan. Okay, ang area dyan, itong area nito, mula dito hanggang dito, or etong part na to. Okay? Ang area na yan ay 0.4115. Okay? So, ang hinahanap natin ngayon is this part. Itong portion na to. We all know na ang kalahati from here, from 0 to negative 3, ang area na yan ay 0.5. So, anong gagawin natin? Tanggalin lang natin to pag-aralan ngayon natin tong graph. So, pag tinanggal natin to, ano yung matitira? Itong part na to. So, ibig sabihin, ano yung magiging probability notation natin? Probability that z is less than negative 1.35 is equal to 0.5 minus 0.4115. And that is equal to 0.0885. So, ganun lang kasimple. Okay? On the second example naman, so let's have the second example. Di ba ang second example, anong sabi sa second example? Find the area between to the right of z equals negative 1.35. So, area to the right of z equals negative 1.35. Ginamit ko yung same value para makita nyo yung difference. Okay, so the same thing. Draw a normal curve. Mag-drawing lang tayo ng normal curve. Ayan, sana ma-perfect ni ma'am yung curve. Ooh, pwede na? Okay. Draw the baseline. Ayan, pwede na yan. Okay. So, again, yung draw nyo yung 0 na nasa gitna natin, yung ating mean ay laging nasa gitna. So, we draw the line here. Okay, this is 0. Then, negative 1.35. So, let's assume natin negative 1 nandito. So, negative 1.35 nandito siya. Ayan. In-assume na lang natin ha. Pwedeng ganyan na lang yung drawing. No? And then, draw a vertical line. Okay? Sabi niya is to the right. So, ang isi-shade mo ngayon is to the right no negative 1.35. So, lahat diyan kasali. Okay? Hanggang dyan sa dulo. Shade nyo yan. Shade, shade, shade. Okay. Diba? Ayan. Sinade na natin. Basta lahat ito fully shaded yan. Hanggang dito. Basta yan. Okay. So, ngayon, tingnan ulit natin ang table. Hanapin ang 1.35. O 1.35, the same kasi ang ginamit natin. So, it's still 0.4115. So, ibig sabihin, from 0 to negative 1.35, yan, from there, the value or the area that corresponds to this is 0.4115. Okay? Ay, paano naman to, ma'am? Anong gagawin natin dito? Diba? This one, from this line, from the black line dyan, vertical line, hanggang dun sa dulo, that is 0.5. So, since lahat yan ay shaded, you will just combine them. And since we're talking about to the right, so, ang magiging probability notation natin, probability that Z is greater than negative 1.35. Okay? And that is equal to 0.5 plus 0.4115. And that is 0.9115. Okay? So, ano ba yung sinabing label? Lalagyan mo lang ng arrow dyan. Then, sabihin mo lang dyan is 0.9115 yan. Okay. So, ganun lang yun. Oh, let's talk about naman kapag between. So, between. Sa between, our example number 3. Which is find the area between z equals negative 1.30 and z equals 2, or simply negative 1.3 and positive 2. So, isang negative at isang positive. Same step. Draw the vertical line. Okay? I draw the vertical line. Draw the normal curve. Okay? Iba-iba yung tsura ng normal curve ko. Basta mukha siyang bell. Imagine niyo na lang na mukha siyang bell. And then, don't forget to draw our baseline dahil nandyan ay mga z values. After that, this one is 0. So, negative 1.3, assume natin na nandito siya. Negative 1.3. Asaan yung 2? Around this area, 2. Okay, positive 2 and negative 1.3. Draw a vertical line. Okay, straight line lang yan. Imagine nyo na lang na straight ang drawing ni Madam. Okay, now, shade the required region between. Diba? Sabi niya, between. So, itong lahat ng nasa gitna. Okay. So, kapag ganito, guys, diba, nakita nyo yan, isang negative, isang positive, dumaan sa gitna, between, ang ating probability, before the probability notation, kunin natin yung sa negative 1.3. So, this one, 1.3, eto lang yan. Aha. Eto. 0.4032. Okay, 0.4032. Kasi 1.30, diba? Ito yun. So, 0.4032 lang. So, that means itong area from here to here is 0.4032. Tapos, yung area naman dito, 0 to positive 2, tingnan natin yung 2 dito. That one is 0.4772. Okay? 2.00 ibig sabihin nun. So, 0.4772. So, lagay lang natin dito, 0.4772. So, as you can see, diba? Magkasama lang yun. Pagsasamahin nyo lang. So, ibig sabihin, ang notation natin dito is probability that Z greater than, ganun ang pagbasa niyan, unahin nyo yung mas maliit na number. Negative 1.3 but less than 2. And then add the two values. So, you have now 0.4032 plus 0.4772. And the answer is, add natin yan, 4 ang dulo, then this is 0, then this is 8, and this is 8, and that is 0.8804. So, may tanong ba? Ma'am, paano kung between two negative values? So, for example, parehong negative. Okay. Between pa rin ang usapan natin. So, kapag negative, parehong negative, so, kunwari, negative, between negative 1. So, andito yung 0 natin. So, between negative 1, let's say dito ang negative 1, and between negative 2. Negative 2. Okay? Kapag ganyan, yan ang isi-shade nyo. So, pag ganito yung scenario, or pwede ring between dalawang positive values, pareho ang sign. Let's say, between 1.2 at saka 2.4. So, between pa rin, doon ang vertical line. Okay, shade natin. Diba? Dito kunwari yung, ayan na, 1.2 and 2.4. Just make it a straight line, okay? Ayan yun. 1.2 and 2.4. Okay? So, pag ganyan, di ba pansin nyo, parehong negative, parehong positive. Okay? Kapag ganito naman, kukunin mo lang yung value nung pareho nila and then isusubtract mo. So, you will be using subtraction. So, ang magiging probability nito, kung ano yung nasa left side, yun yung uunahin. Diba? Z is greater than negative 2 but less than 1. Kapag ganito naman, the probability that C is greater than 1.2 but less than 1.4. So, kunin nyo lang yan sa table, yung mga values 2 and 1. For example, 2.0 and 1.0. Then, subtract it. Okay? Ganon din sa 1.2 and 2.4. Yung 0.3849 at saka yung 0.4918, then subtract it. So, when we talk about area, laging positive lang ang values niyan. So, ayun lang ang mga gagawin nyo. And then, for your activity, eto, ang gagawin nyo lang, hahanapin nyo lang yung values or yung area under the standard normal curve. So, hanapin nyo lang yung 3.25 dito po sa ating table. And that's the answer dun sa first part. Okay? Dito, you have to use the modified steps. So, yun yung inyong LAS 4 for statistics and probability. If you have questions, don't hesitate na i-PM ako anytime from 8 to 5. Huwag lang tayong masyado ng gabi at alam nyo namang natutulog din si Madam. Okay, that's all for the lesson on normal probability distribution.